Hi, my name is Jonathan Slater from the Foundation for Education Development, a UK-based charity that promotes the importance of taking a long-term and strategic approach in order to drive up the quality of education here and across the world. I'm absolutely delighted to have the opportunity to take part in Bett's Leadership Roundtable this year on how best to bridge the equity gap in education. This is a subject that's been dear to my heart, well, all the way through my life. My father was a teacher working in areas of the country on how to help young people who hadn't really succeeded in school to learn more later on in life. I became a director of education in a deprived part of the capital city here, working on how to reduce the gap in educational attainment between the more deprived communities and their richer counterparts. And eventually I became the permanent secretary, the head of the Ministry of Education here in London, working across the country on the same challenge. So it's wonderful to have the opportunity to be taking part in a worldwide conversation on this issue. There are so many dimensions, so many things we can learn from each other and improve on. In fact, since I moved on from my job at the Department for Education, overseeing education in England, I've had the honour to work internationally myself for the presidents of Uzbekistan and Kazakhstan in Central Asia, both these countries grappling with this key challenge. Not enough schools, not enough qualified teachers, huge demand, increased challenge of demography. They've been working hard on how to meet those challenges, and it's been great to have the opportunity to offer advice myself. As I say, we can all learn from each other on how best to meet this challenge. It requires infrastructure, of course, a sufficiency of schools well equipped, including of course with technology. It was remarkable during the worldwide pandemic how schools across the world stepped up to that challenge and used technology in a way they'd never done before, and that's only the beginning. So infrastructure is of course absolutely vital, but then of course so is well qualified teaching and non-teaching staff with the right sort of school leadership. I've been working on how to grow and develop that teaching expertise here in the UK and for it to be shared around the world. So you need the right buildings, you need the right teaching staff, and of course you need young people to come to school with the right sort of support and help from home. Often you need the families themselves to be given support to enable the young people in those families to achieve the best they can. So this is a sort of multi-dimensional problem. The good news is you can see many examples of countries making significant progress by taking a very disciplined approach, prioritising the importance of this challenge over many others in the way that was done back in the UK in the early 2000s. For example, a similar focus and priority has achieved great results in many other countries around the world. So there is lots of good practice that we can learn from. There's a huge agreement that young people, giving them the opportunities they need to fulfill their potential is pretty much the most important thing that governments can do. I've referred to technological advances, which provides great opportunities to get education to remote parts, as well as to connect the world of education with people in their own homes and to connect people across the world. So a combination of the will to succeed, great examples that we can learn from, organisations like Bett bringing us all together. I'm sure we're going to make great progress in the weeks, years ahead. Thanks very much.